What is going on, water signs? This is your girl Venus Archangel here with another love read for y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're unsure of your placements, go ahead and check the description box below. Also, guys, please remember that these readings may not resonate with everybody, and that is totally fine. Alright, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into this. Let's pop in. Let's see what's going on in your love life, family. Whoa. Queen of Swords. Y'all being serious. Somebody's got to get sliced and diced. It's like the fire signs. Y'all not playing. Whoever's messing around with y'all, they need to be safe. Okay? They need to be safe. It's also just very serious energy. Using a lot of your logic at this moment. Queen of Swords. Let's see what's going on. Okay. Y'all dealing with fire sign? Is that what you're doing? You guys are involved with a fire sign? Oh, here's Queen of Swords again. Knight of Swords now. What is going on? Three of Swords. Ooh. What happened? What happened? Yesterday was so nice. Hermit. The Fool. Okay. Starting a new beginning, cool and all that, but then there was a retraction. There's some sort of, usually the Hermit goes back within to find answers within himself. Any sort of doubts, any sort of things about himself that he may need to discover, he goes within himself. He doesn't bother with anybody else. He just kind of secludes on the world and returns to himself, returns within. I think you may realize that there's some old issues, or recognizing that there's some old situations that are coming up that's maybe affecting your life at this moment. Why am I saying that? Well, look at the heart of the reading. It's the Five of Cups. There's a lot of focusing on what's gone, what's lost. And of course, as always, you have to honor these emotions. If this has recently just happened to you, it's good to accept and acknowledge that this is how you feel. And this, it is what it is. And you have to give time and patience and healing and love to yourself as you go through this energy. But if you've been in this situation for a long time, for quite some time, this may be the time to look at different avenues and different ways to kind of move forward. Because you can be stuck here. You can be stuck at what's lost and stuck at what can't be, or what has failed perhaps in the past, or what you believe has failed. But maybe nothing's really failed in the get-go. After all, maybe there's something that just may have lost, but there's still a relationship here. Still something precious to you that's keeping you from shifting your focus. And it's delaying a new beginning. It's delaying the Ace of Pentacles, something that can actually build something secure, stable, and actually maybe way better than what you've got, what may have lost in the past here. Right? Now, the things that you're looking at, it could be support, could have been something regarding a third-party situation, maybe that caused something, but there's still a connection here with someone. Okay. I don't necessarily believe it's a third-party situation because you're missing some cards here, but I do feel like this, whatever you feel sadness for in the past, it's keeping you from starting something new. And now it could be a delay, but it also, it could be a delay, like you're shifting your focus now and you're trying to get that under control, which I do feel. But at the same time, it could be that you guys are maybe feeling kind of stuck here. Which just explains the defensive energy. Y'all is ready to just cut some people up. Now, the past, you have the Knight of Wands. So this is somebody that's very passionate, that's very exciting, very, attractive in their own right, because they have got a lot of beautiful energy that they're known for having. This is someone that gets a lot of attention as well, because that energy is so heightened. And this person is very authentic and very true to themselves. They're very transparent. They can't lie to you. You can always tell. They're not really good liars. Just think about it. An Aries can't ever lie, even if they tried. You can always tell. They're very bad at it. But the King of Wands is someone that is very passionate, very creative, very enthusiastic about life, go-getters. They don't stop at anything to get what they want. But this person's also very confident here. Now, this person could be you guys. It could be that you guys had a lot of these aspects and you guys were utilizing those aspects in your life at this time. But for some of you guys, it could be dealing with somebody else, because in the present you have the Queen of Swords, which is, Queens would be more of your energy here, because Queens are cardinal signs, and that's what you are, Cancer. Well, I'm sorry, I'm thinking of Cancers. You guys, it could be Cancer, there could be a lot of Cancers. Maybe this is a big emphasis, reading for Cancers right now, but it could be all of you guys, okay? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, whoever. It doesn't matter if any of these signs doesn't have to apply, right? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius still doesn't have to be. Could be, you know, a Virgo for all we know, right? But ultimately, I'm sorry, backtracking. The Queen of Swords is a very sharp. It's very. I don't like seeing this card for you. Just to be straight up, water signs. Period. Even this was a Scorpio. Even, you know, they're more prone to being more of kind of like Queens of Swords in a way, but. Even if it was for them, I wouldn't like seeing this. Why? Because this is someone that's on guard, that's very defensive, willing to, you know, to cut some people up, and they're protecting something. Queen of Swords is offering her hand. She's like, she'll take what you give her, but the second she figures out it's a lie, she will slice you in half. You only come to her for advice, but you come to her honestly. You don't come to her for any sideways ways. You don't do anything like that. You come to her with the authentic truth, and that's it. And I feel like for some of you guys have been hurt, so now you guys are really kind of protecting yourself, protecting your emotions. And I feel like it's kind of that, you know, there's a bit of defense on right now that's causing you, you know, which is gonna cause a bit of a delay, right? Definitely trust is another thing that may have been lost here. But I feel like with the truth that you have now, the perspective that you have now, because the Queen of Swords, she knows her truth, she knows her perspective, she has boundaries, and she's going to, you know, work around those boundaries, right? She's going to work with the boundaries that she's got now. It can push her forward. But it's important to remember that, you know, shutting your heart light off may be the cause of this delay. But I feel like at the end of the day, too, guys, in the future, you have the Knight of Swords. You fight for what you believe in. You go after it. And I feel like even though you know it's lost, even though something's lost here, I feel like you guys are trying to shift your focus. You guys may be trying to kind of see things from a different perspective, but ultimately your guard is up. But I feel like you guys are still trying to accept, still trying to be open, and still trying to heal. You're facing the facts. There's no denying that. And it's just that there may be a delay at the moment, right? Some things that you just kind of you can't happen, you know, overnight. And with the Ace of Pentacles, it doesn't happen overnight anyway. It's a progress. It's a process. And I feel like right now there's just some sort of truth that needs to be, you know, it needs to be expressed, it needs to be said, even if it may kind of end some sort of situation. But ultimately, or it's honestly just like needing things to become clean and needing things to be straight with you, right? Not with, you know, not the other person needing you to be straight with them, but the other person perhaps needs to be straight with you. But again, this could be you, right? This could be that this is the other person wanting you to be more serious, wanting you to be more clear, or to be honest with them. But I feel like this is you, water signs. You guys wanted to be, you know, wanting your partner to come to you and be more clear, you know, about, you know, what they, you know, about situations, about anything really. Because I think there may have been just some things that hurt, and maybe there just wasn't a lot of clear communication with that. But I feel like here in the future, you have the Knight of Swords. You're fighting for what you believe in. You're fighting for your truth. You're ready to go out there and communicate what it is that you believe in. I don't think you're done with the relationship at all. I don't think there's a breakup. And I don't see a breakup here happening, even if you initiated it. But I do feel like there's a change for sure. There's some things that are not going to be the same. And it's because there's some old issues that come up here, or some heartache that's been, some pain that's been afflicted. And now you're not going to take things the same way that you used to. You're going to see things a lot more serious. You are seeing things a lot more serious now. And I feel like knowing what those boundaries are and knowing what those changes are is what's going to, you know, possibly put this on delay, but also kickstart it back up. So now, the situation here is, you know, the goal, aim, ambition, and the advice is the devil, which is talking about, it talks about breaking free, you know, breaking free from the chains of bondage, and bondage of which, you know, that, you know, in a way we put on ourselves. I'm not saying this is something that you've done, that this is something that you deserve, but the devil is reminding us of the power that we have, even if a situation doesn't look like it's, you know, in our favor. You know what I mean? And sometimes it can feel like we are in a situation that we have no control over, and that we have no power over, and that it can make us feel like we have no other options. And that's not the case. We always do. We always have power. And I feel like the goal here is to recognize our power, even when situations try to show us that we don't. And I feel like right here, right now, you guys are exerting your power. You guys are letting people know who and who you are not going to be playing with. You know, this is what you're going to be laying out. It's like not letting the old patterns of behavior defeat you in this time, right? Not letting that, you know, not crippling under under peer pressure of codependency, right? And remember, the peer pressure really comes from, it's not necessarily coming from anybody else. It's just a habit of behavior and the easiness to just recline back into old behavior, old habits. So just remember that you do have power. You can, you know, have boundaries. You can, I know it's getting dark and I'm sorry about that, but you can have boundaries. You can, you know, demand truth. You can want people to be honest with you. And you can have a beautiful, beautiful new beginning with new ways of being treated and new ways of being new ways of communicating and new perspectives and new everything. But it starts from, you know, making those new boundaries clear. At the same time, please remember that if this is not having to do with anybody from the having to do with this person that you're currently with, these old issues are just affecting you and you alone. Please remember that this person may not be aware of the things that hurt you. These are your triggers, and you may have to just, you know, find a way to overcome these issues by being aware of your truth and moving forward from them. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna let you go. It's getting dark. Y'all probably can't really see the cards anymore. I've rambled a lot. Love you guys to death, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Guys, also, the $5 instant go reading will be ending tomorrow, so go ahead and take advantage of that. Oh, tomorrow will be the last day. And my website, with all those readings on there, they're still up and running. So I will see you guys very soon. Take advantage of those, and I love you guys to death. All right, y'all. Bye now.